Take your shirt off. You're going to get sent off. It is the rule of the World Cup. Senzo, put your fucking shirt back on. Welcome to it. This is Working Title FC. And I got a confession to make.
Let's hear it.
No, you guys don't know this. You guys don't know this, right? There's a thing I got a major concern about, right? Ryan, Senzo, I love you guys too, but Senzo, you are very sexual and are very sensual.
Yes.
But I felt that the level of awesome Portugueseness
has diminished.
I couldn't carry it by myself. You guys have watered me down, okay?
All right.
So I brought a guest into the house, quite frankly, because I'm lazy. Because you guys know I started off the Portugal podcast for the World Cup.
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to record enough episodes, so I thought, kill two birds with one stone. Let's bring a Portuguese into the house. He is a DJ, okay? I mean, you guys don't even know this guy's Instagram. We're just catching up before. Senzo knows all the places. Senzo's impressed by all the places our guest is playing at.
Yes.
They're pretty impressive, dude.
Yeah, no, yes.
I mean, those are the places.
No. When you said greenhouse, I was like, okay, no. Yeah.
Senzo's all about groove.
No, I'm not all about groove. I've been there, done that. I've grooved in my life. Like, I'm tired now.
Senzo's hitting mid-30s, so, you know, it's like that
geez,
round
okay,
curve.
let me not contribute to that. Let's put him on the mic. Donato, welcome to Working Title FC and his exclusive limited edition Portugal shirt. I'm here all day for it. How you doing, my bud?
Lacking yourself, man. Thanks so much for having me, gents. It's quite an experience to be here, and I'm glad that I can add a little bit of Portuguese flavor.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I bought the flag here.
Yes, man.
I gotta put it up in the studio. I'm not representing enough. Oh, it's just
So
threw
Paolo,
that.
is
That's
this
Then I'm
from-
wearing my French jersey then. I'm coming in my French jersey.
Is this flag from your kitchen, your balcony, your lounge, or your bathroom?
oh yeah, you saw the photos of
I
my
did
house.
see
did
the
you?
photos of your house.
These flags there.
Even his couches, just Portuguese flags.
Speaking of
Nothing
flags,
wrong,
like,
nothing wrong.
I had a mate that always used to give me a flag for my birthday. I've got a Spanish flag for some odd reason.
I hope he's no longer a friend. That's a bullshit gift.
I've got a South Africa. I've got multiple South African flags. I remember I got given an Australia flag the one time, and I think I left it at the cricket on purpose.
So Donato, explain it for these guys, right? So it was just before the start of the World Cup. I say to my wife, look, here's my box of Portuguese stuff. Decorate. And she did. She did a really good job. But it's not unusual, right? You've probably got flags all over the place.
Not at all. Yeah, 100%. So, I mean, if you guys didn't know this, knowing Paulo, like, Portuguese people are like the most patriotic people you ever
Yeah,
meet.
no.
And look, I mean, we've got a lot to be proud of. I mean, besides
Nando's.
the women and the food.
Fuck you, Nando's. Jesus, that's a cultural appropriation. That's some bullshit here. That's some... Okay.
Portuguese influence, I suppose.
Claim it
yeah,
is.
but yeah, no, like, I mean, every single Euro, every single World Cup, whatever, like, I've also got, like, I think I've got a chest of drawers that is just full
What's wrong
of
with you?
literally Portuguese stuff. And, like, I always invite my cousins over, invite
dude.
my friends over, and we watch the game with a little bit of Tipo Tinto or João Preto.
I will say there is one thing I'm disappointed with both of you on though. There's not a Portuguese flag on any of your cars.
I do have. I just I do have. Yeah, I've got a Portuguese and a Madeiran one.
Oh my god. He's
So
from
I have to
Madeira.
choose. Madeirense. Yeah.
You see,
Wait,
guys.
so you're not actually Portuguese, you're just from the island.
What the fuck are you talking
Listen,
about?
yeah. Let's not go there.
Don't go there, bro. Don't.
You see, Ryan's got a lot of credibility with me because he's a West Rand boy as well, right? So we went to something last week
Yes.
that it was like so weird for Ryan, because normally when Ryan and I got to go to stuff, we always got to come out north. We're never homebound. And we're like, oh, we went somewhere that was 5 minutes from home.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest thing. But if you carry on with chirps like that, and yes, listen, let's be honest. Donato, you know the history of Madeira. Donato knows, I'll tell you guys, right? So Portugal, under the king in the 15th, 16th century,
I know the story, but
right?
yeah.
All the intellectuals that challenged him, he sent them to Madeira. He's like, I don't want you guys here. So actually, we're descendant from the intellectuals.
So you like Australia?
There you go.
No, Australia's a bunch of convicts. They couldn't be handled in the UK. They said, yeah, have your own island.
I hope you don't have in Australia. Listen
Take it as you want. We've actually, we did our Spotify Wrapped
Yes,
this
we
week.
did. We did.
We did our Spotify Wrapped, and very strategic. Did you see our fourth most popular country? Portugal.
It is Portugal.
Yeah, we got South Africa. I think we're England.
UK.
No,
It's UK.
was UK,
Uh-huh.
and then I can't remember third, and then fourth is Portugal.
I'm sure.
Really?
Wasn't
Amazing.
Australia on the list?
No.
Well, listen, I've got family in Australia, so probably, it doesn't say how many listeners. It just said there's listeners. So
Huge support.
Donato, I want to come back to you, right? So you were just talking there. Like, there is a thing about Portuguese are massively patriotic. We love the national team. We love the Seleção.
Yeah.
But like, honestly, like we've had the conversation before, and we'll get into your club allegiances later. But I support Portugal more than Manchester United. There's more.
Yes.
Thank God you said that.
Right?
Honestly, because like I know a lot of Portuguese people that literally, when it's major tournaments like now, they're like, oh yeah, no, Portugal this, Portugal that, but they don't watch the World Cup qualifiers. They don't watch
Exactly,
anything.
dude.
They're actually more proud to support like Liverpool in like an FA Cup game. Like,
No.
what is that about?
Man, I'm
What is that
watching
about?
Portugal Liechtenstein at like
100%.
11 o'clock here, local time kickoff. It's
But I get it because like I do the same with like if it's like basketball or I watch like games that are inconsequential. Like wake up to watch the Lakers against the Pelicans. Like
it doesn't even sound like a real thing.
exactly New Orleans Pelicans. But like yeah.
Donato,
I get it.
what was your first tournament that you watched with the national team?
Geez, that I can remember.
Yeah.
It's probably. I remember vaguely the 2000.
Yeah.
Euro 2000 was awesome. Portugal was awesome. That team was that team was deep. Figo was deep there.
Yeah, but like my first sort of like solid memory was FIFA World Cup 2002.
Yeah.
I had the game as well. So
Nice.
kind of
Of course.
helped.
Do you remember that game you could score from the halfway line? I don't know if you guys remember you could take shots from the halfway line.
100%,
Yeah, yeah.
100%. So yeah, that was kind of like my first solid memory of like following the Seleção like each round.
Yeah.
The golden generation, man. Golden generation of the Figo and the Deco and all those guys, you know.
Nice.
2002, 2004.
Euro 2004.
Yeah.
I think I also used to watch like
2004. Sorry, I just want to get that broke my heart, right? So
yeah.
if you don't
you lost
remember,
twice to Greece.
we lost twice to Greece.
Hey, man.
Listen, man,
I was hoping we were gonna
Opening
speak
game
about
and
this.
last game.
I shouldn't have said 2004.
No, man. I think that was the last time I actually cried over a football match. I was broken for days. Like, went into my room. Like, honestly, I was a
Serious?
24-year-old adult man. I had a job, right? Like, I shouldn't have been behaving this way. But I went to, I was just done for a couple of days. And I was like, I've actually never been, well, no, I will keep getting heartbroken. But there was something like 2004. And, you know, it just talks about football. We were having a conversation before we started about how football's on millimeters, right? And especially the Japan goal in Spain and that. And how quickly football turns on things. In that game, I remember so well that Miguel, the right back,
Yes.
got injured early.
Number
And
13, yeah.
he was punishing Greece, and he went off, and suddenly we lost that outlet. And we just couldn't get it back, because if he had stayed on, even for a half,
Yeah.
we would have taken them, or even longer. And it just shows you how quickly things turn. So that was my last
Team with
heartbreaker.
Costinha, Manish,
Yeah.
Deco,
Nuno Gomes.
young
Yeah.
Ronaldo. It was kind of like
Pauleta.
Pauleta was a gem.
it was the crossover of all of them.
Underrated. Nobody.
so underrated, bro.
Pauleta doesn't get his flowers.
No, he doesn't.
Because he was holding it down at PSG before PSG was a thing.
Was
I was actually about
Before
to mention
PSG made a
that.
thing, and he was highest Portuguese goal scorer.
Yeah, at that time.
I just don't respect Pauleta, but yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Donato, you
I
want to,
agree.
because he never played for a big club, right?
PSG,
no,
well,
he didn't.
PSG.
Well, back then,
Yeah,
PSG
yeah.
is not at the same stature as it is now.
No.
But yeah, definitely a Portuguese sort of cult hero.
Yeah, he is, though.
I believe
Yeah.
he doesn't get the credit like he deserves, you know?
Doesn't
And,
get his flowers, yeah.
What's your thoughts on this? Fuck, I did it. I did it.
Do it.
I did it 2 days. I did it after the Ghana game. I said, I wonder how much it costs to fly to Qatar
Oh, wow.
over the weekend of the final.
But you did say that though. You said that on last week's show. You said
You did.
you said boys, if Portugal make the final, I don't care. I'm taking 100K hit. I was like, okay.
I said the same thing. Like, actually, a few of my Portuguese mates said the same thing. Like, listen, if we make it to the final, we are packing our bags and going to Qatar.
We go, I'll sleep in one of those
Yo,
fire festival tents.
What
So-
would you do? You don't do
100%, man,
You have $3,200 to sleep in a tent like that.
Man, you know what? Like,
Also, the thing is, like, you're not there to sleep. You really couldn't be bothered where you sleep.
Yeah.
we know, it was family of yours that went from Australia to France for the Euro, right?
Yes, correct.
Yes.
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 Yeah,
Just-
my brother-in-law actually ended
Yes.
up going. Yeah.
Yes, just like that.
Like, literally like that. They
Oh,
watched
and
the
it was
finals.
worth it.
Yeah.
Bro, I was so envious. Man. And like that whole tournament, I told people, like, I actually remember we actually played in a football tournament beforehand.
Yeah, yeah.
That Yaps one. And everybody was asking me, saying, it was literally like, a week before the Euro
Sure.
2016. And everyone said, like, what do you feel about Portugal? What do you think? And I was like, guys, I've been watching the qualifiers. I've been watching the friendlies. This is our year. And everyone's like, nah, man, you know, we always choke. And true's Bob, like, things happened. Like, we had a great defensive record and, like, we made magic happen. So
And he had a great chiropractor for Ronaldo. Eh?
Exactly. So, yeah, after he retires and he's finished with his underwear and his perfumes and all that sort of stuff, we're going to see him in management, I'm sure.
You think so? I think he's one of those guys to own. Eh?
Yeah, possibly, yeah. Possibly.
What's your feeling on this tournament? How do you think we're going to go?
Oh, man. To be honest with you, like, on paper, we've got the best team. Like, squad depth, everything. Us in Brazil.
Yeah.
Right? I don't see anybody with more quality.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Positions.
Makes sense.
However, the one thing that's holding us back is definitely the manager.
Yeah.
He's too defensive. He's too conservative. So, yeah, I think we've got a great attacking talent going forward, but we're not utilizing that properly.
But it's nice to see that he's free João Felix, man. Yo, that man has been in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
sure.
Jesus, bro.
And he's a hell of a player as well.
He's incredible, bro.
But if you look at how he's been used, like over the last couple of seasons or whatever it is for Portugal, he's been target man. He's not a target man.
Yeah.
We played our last friendly game against Nigeria. I think we won 4-0, and he was pulling the strings.
Yeah,
He was
involved in all
everywhere.
He was literally, like, he was instrumental in all the goals. And he was playing that number 10 role, just behind the striker.
Yeah.
You know, so to place him in the front three, not for me. Like I said, we need to be a little bit more attack-minded. Ronaldo's a target man, yes or no. Okay, he's also a good wide. Rafael Leao.
Why
needs
aren't
to
you
be
guys starting
started.
him?
I don't know, man. Like, that's
That
what
guy
I'm saying.
lights it up, eh?
He lights it up. He was the best player in Italian Serie A.
Oh, by far,
Now
by
we bring
far.
him on, like, last 20 minutes. His first touch in this tournament was a goal.
Exactly.
Like, I'm joking.
But how's the waiting on that pass, eh?
Oh,
Beautiful.
it's everything.
Bruno is...
How's the waiting on that pass?
Bro, Bruno is literally, he's lighting it up, This is his tournament.
He was, he hit the post he was on a hat trick and he.
Do you think Ronaldo would have taken all his goals if he had scored a hat trick? Ronaldo would have found a way to take all three of Bruno's goals. He took that. I've never seen such a load. I've never seen such a load of nonsense. I mean, we've all played soccer, right? Sometimes somebody scores and you joke about it. It's like, oh, that's mine. I'm gonna. Oh, the nonsense. The Portuguese Federation has lobbied. That was fake news. The Portuguese Federation did not ask for it.
But that's what I'm saying. There's so much bullshit going around in the media. Why are people jealous of Ronaldo? Why do people want to create an agenda against Ronaldo? Leave it. What? The ball went in the back of the net. It wouldn't have gone in the back of the net if he wasn't interfering with play.
Somehow,
so what is he not supposed to celebrate?
No.
You know what I mean?
No, there is a level of hate. I think I was listening to something yesterday. They were saying there is no more grey anymore. I think in life, right?
Yes.
Everything that's either very extreme on both ends.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's just like nobody can just accept what Ronaldo is, where he is, whatever. It's you either love him, which
you
we
hate
do, or you hate him.
Yeah.
It's like, and you get to a point where the hate for him, and this is whether it's Ronaldo, your club side, or whatever, the hate is so strong on one side, you become so irrational on the other side that you go,
absolutely.
he does do dickhead things, but I have to accept, or I have to fight, or I have to battle it.
But like the thing is, I say to people like, also it's my thing with like cancel culture. I was like, you guys, there's no in between anymore. It's either if you don't have an opinion on something, it means all of a sudden now you hate it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I can't get into. I don't know enough about the topic like to. It's okay to not feel any kind of way about something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you saw like.
Well, listen, Senzo, personally, I think you're wrong about that. So anyway, we'll just move on. Okay, so we are recording this after all the group round matches have been played. What a wild group stage, Ryan.
Yeah.
I'm for it.
Donato, Ryan got into betting.
Oh, wow,
been
great time
betting.
to get into betting.
He's been betting on it.
Yeah. World Cup only comes around once every 4 years.
Listen, winners know when to stop.
Honestly, the house always wins.
But also, Mama never raised a quitter.
Yes, man.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
So Ryan's got into betting. And if you're a betting man, it has been an impossible group stage.
Yeah.
Even just the last round of group matches.
Yeah.
We have Japan. I mean, there
Total
were
fluke.
matches where teams were going out groups were changing. I mean, the Portugal group, for example.
Yeah.
Did you see how
Teams
Mexico
switched.
went out?
Yeah.
I mean, that was the
That was
thing, right?
ridiculous.
The way Mexico
That
went out.
Mexico group was wild, man.
Mexico was like, dude, we went out
On yellow cards.
on yellow
On a
cards.
disciplinary record, imagine.
By the way,
Why did we play?
Exactly.
I actually wanted
No,
to
that was
ask you
harsh.
about that. Why did that change last night? Because after the game, last night I looked and Portugal was meant to play Brazil. But now I think it's changed, isn't it?
No.
What was it before? There was another one.
No, so what was going to happen yesterday is Portugal were always going to win their group. There was no scenario where Portugal didn't win the group. Brazil also looked to win their group. But if Brazil lost to Cameroon, which they did, and Switzerland scored one more goal,
Yeah, there's a goal difference.
the goal swing would have put Switzerland top and would have pulled Brazil second. Yeah, but that's what's happening all the time. At Spain, at one point, were out.
Yeah, they were out. Costa Rica and Japan were going through.
Yeah. It was
That was bad.
At a stage.
What do you guys think about the groups being... you see, this is Ryan. This is what betting does to you, right? I just want the children to understand. It's a public service announcement. He's hacking his lungs out here. I'm telling you, he's taken up chain smoking with his little Juventus. Oh, Donato, I got to tell you about Ryan last week. Black Friday shopping. Go back, listen to the episode. One of our 500. Sorry, listen, if you're a subscriber that got our episodes 500 times yesterday, we don't know. Last week, we don't know what happened.
Yes.
It's sorted out now. It's sorted out now. Ryan walks in here last week, Black Friday. The boy's been shopping. New, I won't name the laptop, not a cheap laptop. You know, a fruit-based laptop, but not a cheap one.
That's sitting right in front of him.
Right in front of him. I hope it's insured.
I really hope so.
That's the first thing. Insured now? Right.
Yes.
Cool.
Be good.
The next thing he came in with, he comes in with his camera, claims he found it at his parents' house, but it's got a new microphone on it. Second thing he buys.
Oh, wow.
Then he comes in with his new laptop bag, right? Leather, pure leather, Mercedes laptop bag. Marked down on one day only half price. So awesome, Ryan.
This is over a couple of weeks, Paolo.
I saw it all on Friday. I'm putting it all together. This is storytelling. Ryan, how small is your laptop? The laptop bag was that big. He got wished.
Yeah,
He bought some shit.
Oh, man.
I got a tablet bag, but I don't even think you fit a tablet bag.
It's not even a tablet bag. It's a phablet bag for like those really big phones.
You can't even put an iPhone Pro Max in there. That's how small it was.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
And
I'm so sorry you had that experience.
the plus side is he ordered from one day only and arrived in a week, not within like 3 months. But he didn't return it, so he's still using it somehow. To probably keep. What do you keep in there now, Ryan?
I keep my camera in there.
Good call. All right. So, what do you guys think about? I think it's unfair to separate teams on disciplinary record because it's nonsense, subjective, right? You could get a yellow card for nothing.
Absolutely.
That's really, and then suddenly that swings, kicks your whole team out the World Cup. I actually hate that. I think it's so unfair.
No, but also, why do you play? Why are we playing?
That's what I'm saying.
I was so irritated at the Cameroon game last night because I was like, I had my money on Cameroon. The dude scores, gets a yellow card. He already had a yellow. And then he got sent off. And I was like, bro, there's still like 10 minutes. And knowing how this World Cup has been going, there's going to be another 10 minutes extra time. So they have 20 minutes to hold off Brazil.
100%.
But
also, what a tool, because he's the captain of the side.
Yeah.
So, like, how do you do that to your national team?
And
oh man, I think you get because that was the first time a African teams beat Brazil in the World Cup.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's the first time Brazil, Cameroon has not finished bottom of the group since the 1990 World Cup. So he was just, and listen, we watched Abubakar in the AFCON, or Ryan and I did. We did the TikTok series there. That guy's underrated striker because he's playing in the Middle East. We don't see much of him. Donato, you're a player, bro. You just get so caught up in that moment. Plus, he scored that wild little weird flick.
Oh, jeez. My boy thought he was offside.
How good is that finish, though? I was watching that. I was like, bro.
If that's a goal,
that's the kind of finish you take when you think you're offside.
100%.
Oh, whatever. I'm just going to try something.
And I believe he thinks he was offside at that moment.
And like, he scores. Like,
but listen, he's wild, legendary. He made Roger Miller, future president of FIFA, happy. Not Roger Miller, Samuel Eto'o.
He's Cameroon's third highest scorer behind Eto'o and Roger Miller.
No, he's good player. But I don't know if you saw the referee, how apologetic he was to send him off.
He took it on the chin,
bro. Like
he literally shook his hand. He's like, bro, what a goal. Sorry to do this to you. You're out of here.
Donato, talk to me about Brazil, though, because you said their squad is stacked. Coming into this World Cup, I thought they're going to win it. They just got two good players in every position. I got swung by Germany. I got sold a dud. I don't know why.
That was shocking. That was utterly shocking.
No, it wasn't shocking. I know why he made the decision based on that German squad. When I was reading it off, it was ridiculous. The people that they had, how they failed, is beyond me.
So Donato, talk to me about Brazil. What do you think?
Yeah, I think Brazil. Look, obviously the last dance for Neymar. I think they got a great squad. My only concern for them is that sense of the park. They don't even have quality there for me.
Listen, if you're starting Fred, I'm sorry. Any team that starts Fred,
I was shocked when they started Fred last night. I was like, what are you guys doing?
They already qualified. So.
But they started him in the game before as well.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's not even that he's a rotation. He's a starter, that guy.
Yeah.
And it rotates between Fabinho and Casemiro next to him. That is
Well, I mean,
outrageous.
that dude is a fraud. I mean, he started at United the whole time. Remember McFred?
Listen,
That's what I wanted to ask. Like, you as a United fan, what do you think of Fred? Because I don't think he's a shit player. I don't think he's great.
I also don't think he's garbage.
He's
I don't
fine.
think he's not garbage, but he's not great.
He's not world class, but he's a decent player.
you know what I think? He's a coach's player.
Yeah.
You know, I think he's one of those.
way
You,
of putting it.
you always got that guy on a team where you go, your teammates appreciate what he does, and the coach appreciates what he does. Even like Marion Fellaini was kind of like that.
Yes.
You can't tell me that managers as diverse as Mourinho and Van Gaal and David Moyes and Roberto Martinez always had that guy first choice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Always. Because the guy, it's like, I tell you to do that, you go do
I'm
that.
gonna do it. Yeah.
And I think that's what Fred does. And I think he's just a coach's player. And also he's an enabler. He understands what his limitations are. He looks at players around him. He goes,
I'm not there.
you guys, listen, he does. You see some of the pot shots he does take. So I got a complaint about there was one shot of Neymar. He was wearing his cap half over the ear. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, first off,
He had one, he had his cap skew and one half was carrying. He's too much vibes.
yeah.
I got a thought, right? What if Brazil are better without Neymar?
And you know,
It's
I've
not
heard this
beyond
before, eh? And I've heard this before.
I don't think they will be though.
Nah, I don't think so.
Nah, Neymar makes them bit.
Yeah,
Bro, it's
100%.
Neymar.
But the whole world revolves around him. Listen, they're not as dependent on him,
as before.
Yes,
There's lots around, but kind of.
But
It becomes the Neymar show when he comes back in, because you know what? Brazil have been on stealth mode without him, right?
Yeah.
It's Neymar, gets
100%.
fouled. Now they stealth mode the past two games.
Yeah.
Now Neymar comes back, it's the big show. It's all about him.
But did you see the size of that ankle? I don't think he's coming back.
Yeah,
Man,
no.
he's not back.
You reckon?
If
They
I-
said he'll come back after the group stage.
Oh,
If I see
the
him
only game
play
he's
again,
coming
I'll be
back in
shocked.
is the final.
Because
Did you see the
Which
size
is
of that
sad.
ankle?
Which is sad as well.
Did you see how
Because
big his ankle is?
yeah, I did. Yeah, it's crazy.
Look, bro.
listen, guys, Brazil play on Monday. You know,
Yeah,
it's,
no,
it's
probably
tight.
not, Zach.
It's tight.
And I'm telling you, they must be trying to rehabilitate that ankle
time.
every time that they're not doing something. If they're not sleeping or like eating or something, like they're probably working on that ankle right now.
Yeah.
But you must also remember, like, Brazil are the type of team, I mean, with the caliber of Neymar's abilities, like, rather start at 50% Neymar than no Neymar.
Yeah,
Do
true.
you know what I'm saying? That's
we'll
exactly
take
what's
the-
going to
yeah,
happen.
we'll
Kind of
take
like
the hit.
Cristiano Ronaldo in Portugal.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're going to do the same thing. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah,
if
for
Mbappe
sure.
had to be like 70%, France will make a plan.
100%, dude.
France will, and he was
For
playing,
sure.
but he was injured on Monday or whenever France played. He had strapping on his thigh and stuff like
Yeah,
that. And
yeah.
they saw that. Yes, we might not make it. Yeah,
I would
but they've
love to
qualified,
know
though.
what goes on in the Mbappe camp, because he gets treated like a star at PSG, like he owns the damn place, and then he goes to France. Olivier Giroud gets the same amount of goals as Thierry Henry, but
Amen.
it's taken how many years?
Yeah, but I mean, Neymar's going to break that in like 6 months.
Mbappe.
Mbappe.
Yeah.
Mbappe, sorry.
This is what I'm saying.
I was sorry, I hadn't moved on from us thinking
Yeah,
uniform
you're still-
dickhead. So I was like, dickhead. You know what I mean?
But
French
let's put a
dickhead,
little bit.
Brazilian.
Let's put a little bit of respect in Giroud's name. I
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
no,
think,
no,
like,
yeah.
He's one of the most underrated players of
Yeah.
our generation.
No, it doesn't get props, bro.
And,
the fact
and
that
he took the hard way up, right? So this isn't a guy who came through an academy. He was like, he was at university playing for an amateur side. He took the hard way up.
bro, what he did for Montpellier, you can't write
No.
that off.
Won
You
the
can't
league,
do-
right? They
Yeah,
won the league. Yeah.
carried them.
Yeah.
100%.
So
100%.
let's
Can't
stay on
write
France,
that
right? So France, I think France have never shifted from being favorites. Wild thing about the group stage, no one won all 3 games.
Yes, no,
Right.
yeah.
Nobody won
First
all
time
3.
ever. Well, first
Yeah.
time since like 1974, something
Yeah.
stupid like that.
Crazy,
You're saying what's
crazy.
happening in the Mbappe camp? I think the thing with Mbappe is that he's at a perfect stage in the French team where you've got kind of the moving out of the older generation.
Yes.
So the Girouds and Benzema didn't make this World Cup, and the Varans and this kind of
And the Pogbas.
the young and the Pogbas and Kante,
Yeah,
they're moving out.
Lloris as well. Yeah.
You got these newer guys moving in who are like
Tchouaméni.
just gonna.
Chalmini,
He's in the perfect position because they're gonna give him everything. There's gonna be no challenge to his authority. That could be a problem. We've seen what that's happened at PSG. Senzo, you backed France, right? The thing that I kind of worried about them is, Donato said earlier, stacked, right? Brazil got 2 in every position. Portugal also not too far off. I thought France's second team sucked.
It did suck.
And I understand there's not that chemistry, and I understand it's patched and put together. I just looked at it and went, they're not that good once the first team are out.
Because you're playing guys that, like, now, I mean, Kingsley Coman, he's not really getting game time at Bayern because other people are lining it up.
Hey, but that guy's in the Morata zone. If you look at his club list, that guy's played Bayern Munich, PSG, and Juventus.
And he's always lifted the league.
I think he won the league like 6 or 7 years in a row with different teams.
Yeah.
Right. So keep going.
Guendouzi, not it for me.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Not at all.
Not it for me. Then you get guys like, when was the last time Mandanda kept goal? I'd play Areola. Like, Mandanda's 37. Like, bro, like, you've had your time, like.
So that's the thing. As France go deeper in the tournament, you got to worry like how that squad's going to handle.
Yeah.
And the know-how. You know, I think the one thing going to the World Cup with like a Pogba and a Kante, those are 2 guys that know.
Absolutely.
They know what they're going to get.
Absolutely.
Suddenly, you've got players who are probably going to, their ceiling could be as high as those 2.
Yeah.
But not yet.
No, not now. Not yet. Yeah, exactly.
So it's going to be, unless Neymar...
Kante...
I'm doing it again. Mbappe's got to pull the whole team.
Yeah.
Him and Giroud.
I mean, because Griezmann's confidence is finished.
Shattered, yeah.
You can
Completely
see
shocked.
His confidence is done. Like, you look at this
Maybe
guy...
you should go look at his little NBA style ring that he got for the last World Cup.
Yeah.
Oh, that's also knob alert, that guy.
Yeah.
But look, I mean, there's something there. You can see Dembele's getting his confidence back. Like, no, it's good now.
Yeah,
but
he's playing well.
Yeah, it has to be 3 guys. Mbappe has to grab Giroud and Dembele and be like, it's on us, because the rest of all due respect to the other guys, they're not going to. It's totally different to have a Pogba and Kante. You have Kante in 2018. Kante in 2018 was unplayable.
Yeah.
Now it's just like, there's no one of that caliber.
Yeah, and I think Kante is still, he's an unbelievable player. He's just very unlucky with injuries at the moment. I mean, like, he's been out most of this season for Chelsea as well.
Yeah.
So, which is sad because, like, obviously he's missing a World Cup, and I mean, Kante just makes everybody else look so much better.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but from a French perspective, they've got Camavinga, who's like really young. And Chalmini as well, who's really, really young as well. He's just made a big move, obviously, this season to Madrid. So a lot of promising talent there. I'm not 100% sure. I'm convinced on the defensive line there.
Yeah,
I'm also not there.
You know,
for me, Konate is good, but like
Lloris will save a game for you. But Lloris will also throw one in the net.
100%. I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks so.
But he's a good keeper, though.
But he will also throw one in the net. Okay, so France are playing Poland. Lewandowski, that guy's fraud alert, guys.
Well, he got his first World Cup goal ever.
Which is
from
fine.
a blunder. From a Saudi Arabian blunder.
It's something I'm shocked about, to be honest.
But Poland he hasn't qualified for that many.
Yeah.
I think this is 2, and before that he wasn't. You actually go back to look through Lewandowski. He's a bit of a flat track bully. Because if you actually go, when did that guy score in big games? Does he score in the big?
But people used to say that about Ronaldo.
But you can say that.
Which Ronaldo? Brazilian Ronaldo?
No, Cristiano.
Nah, boy.
no,
because he's such a clutch player.
Fight.
He's such a clutch player.
Because Lewandowski's clutch,
Nah, bro.
I've seen him do clutch things.
Okay, name a big. I'm talking semi-finals,
Champions League final.
But a game Bayern dominated.
Fair enough. I hear what you're saying.
Dude, I'm
that
saying
guy lit up Bundesliga lit it up.
Okay.
But for the Giants.
Exactly. Bayern
Dude, even at Dortmund, he was the hot-ish.
He was
the hot-ish.
But now we're talking about those.
Lewandowski.
Now we're talking about those
Man
clutch
scored so much
moments.
they gave him a trophy of Arsenal.
So
Have you seen that photo where they give him Arsenal?
What we're saying, right? Listen, Bundesliga. Okay, Haaland's like disproving that. Bundesliga, they can't defend. You just look at Germany in this World Cup; they cannot defend.
Yes.
Okay, Germans have forgotten how to defend, right?
And also, the guys who defend are really, really old and they're really slow.
Exactly,
Lewandowski was playing in kind of a all singing or dancing Klopp Dortmund side, right, where they were just hammering everyone. Then he goes to Bayern, where everything's so stacked for him.
Guardiola,
right? No, yeah, okay, well, not yet, but everything's so stacked in their favor. Now he's at Barcelona. I just want to raise the question and just keep an eye on it.
Mm-hmm.
The semi-finals, the finals, the games where his team needs him, where Poland needs him to score a goal to get through.
That's true, because
is he scoring those?
Because you're right, he's starting the place up. Like,
I'm not saying stink up.
No,
I'm
no,
just saying.
But El Clasico, did you see the sitter that he missed? And you'd bet your house on Lewandowski, like, World Cup, that penalty that he took, rubbish. Oh, speaking of penalties, guys, Szczesny save off Messi.
We'll come to Messi now. You see, Donato, we've got a saying on the show, is that what makes an intelligent man is that when the facts change, your opinion changes. That's an intelligent man. Because we were talking earlier about like people, they're so stuck on something. Yeah. On this show, we don't. If you present you facts.
Yeah, if you argue your argument, if you argue your case properly, like, and I listen to you and you're talking sense.
That's what you do. We're not Arsenal fan TV here.
Well,
thank God for that. Jeez.
That's if Senzo lets you speak, because sometimes he'll speak over you while you're trying to make your case.
That's fine. Which one's here? Mic 3 mute. Ryan. Okay, let's move on. So that's France Poland. That's playing tomorrow. I think it's gonna be a good game, but I see France walking 3-0, bro.
Yeah,
3-0.
Poland never been convincing as well. There's no dynamic there whatsoever
at all.
At all. I mean, Matty Cash is probably like the most exciting player. When I mean, it's quite sad. I mean, what is
Milik is coming off the bench, and you're just like, what's going on, bro?
Matty Cash, aka the fake Grealish.
Yeah.
Let's use the Szczesny chat. I can't even spell it, let alone say it. Right. Into saving Messi's penalty. Okay, there've been some shit penalties in this World Cup.
But also, I was actually about to ask you guys, do we think that was a penalty? Because
there wasn't
strong feelings, but okay, thank God.
Okay, listen, but Ronaldo against Uruguay also,
that was more of a penalty though.
It was more of a penalty, and also I said it was
definitely bought.
Earlier. The Ronaldo got a bad. I think he got a goal ruled offside. Oh, the foul. He pushed the Uruguayan player.
It wasn't a foul, man.
So I'm like, okay, it's fair enough. That should have been a goal. That shouldn't have been a penalty. It's balanced out.
Amen.
That's why Ronaldo has to steal goals. Your boy Szczesny saves from Messi. Messi the GOAT. Argentina against Australia. Here's the thing, Ryan. I think Argentina are playing themselves into this tournament.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, we had this conversation off air, and I was like, what a fluke. Because this whole World Cup has been flukes. Because even last night, I mean, come on. Literally all the teams you thought were going to win lost. All of them.
So when we say last night, we're recording this on Saturday morning. So last night was final Group G, Group H games.
Yes. So I can't help but wonder if Australia would do that thing of, holding Argentina off. Because
I'm not going to even pretend I'm not pouring water.
Okay. Are you that part of the conversation, bro?
No,
but I don't know. The thing is, in my heart, right, I would love Messi or Ronaldo to take this thing forward, because one of them deserves this thing. Like, they've both
both of them do, but like only one can win.
Like, exactly. Yeah. And so I would love Messi to actually just be the hero in this one and actually just swoop in and kick ass.
That guy was so close in 2014 to clocking football.
I know. And it's like, we just need somebody to solidify this thing. So, look, I'm only going against the odds here for the point of betting, but like,
oh Jesus,
this guy, he's gonna lose that laptop. I'm telling you, he's gonna cash convert that laptop.
Hey, bro. Don't pawn your laptop.
You forget who put money on Cameroon last night.
Bro,
and made it through. By the way, and they sent Onana home. What was that about?
He's just doing shit.
They said it was disciplinary stuff. I don't know.
He was Vibes FC because he wasn't following tactical instructions. That wasn't disciplinary. Donato, the first time you stopped smiling the whole morning was when we're talking about Messi winning the World Cup.
I'm glad you noticed that.
But okay, I mean, take your Ronaldo shirt off for a second. I will give you a red card if you do. There has got to be an argument to go, Messi is generational. He is,
for sure,
in the conversation. It kind of does feel right that he should win a World Cup, or else it goes, I mean,
but
Paul Pogba's got a World Cup. Like, please, should Messi have a World Cup?
Yeah, how does Pogba have a World Cup?
You know,
Bruh.
I mean, so what are your thoughts on Argentina?
Yeah, like you said, playing themselves into the tournament. I wasn't convinced in the first match. I was very, very happy that they lost. But I think like a little shining star has been Enzo Fernandez.
Yeah.
I think like he's
Also De Paul, Rodrigo De Paul.
Yeah, he does more of like the less attractive stuff. You know, what I mean?
He's
Which
Messi's
is-
bouncer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Messi's
100%. He really is. He really
Yeah.
is. So yeah, I think like they're starting to find themselves. They're starting to find, sort of their feet.
Enzo Fernandez, like he's kind of no one can miss out on Benfica players this year the way they've been playing in the Champions
Yeah.
League.
There you go.
But he's
Enzo Fernandez is also he's doing the business. My thing is that other than Messi, no one else takes responsibility. But like, okay, you saw it against Poland. Poland, okay, they started jamming. They had to. But like,
so Donato, that's interesting, right? Because Portugal have suffered that for a long time. Is that they keep looking for Ronaldo?
Yeah.
Of all the goals, I mean, there's a tournament that Ronaldo's not really contributing to Portugal, but we're scoring goals.
Yeah.
I think he's only scored one. He scored a penalty, but Bruno's the guy standing up. Bernardo's standing
Yes,
up.
100%.
Everyone that comes on. I'm wondering if in Argentina I'm seeing that they in a situation they look for him first, where Portugal aren't doing that. Right? Is that something you notice?
Yeah, I do, and it's kind of been a topic of a lot of people's discussions. I think also just because of the difference in positions.
Yeah.
Like Ronaldo's had to adjust his play because of injuries and age to being more of a target man, a centre forward, whereas Messi's kind of making things happen.
Yeah.
And that actually, I mean, Argentina have two really good centre forwards.
Yeah.
Right?
They do.
But like if you take the star men out, right? So your Martinez, your Messi, your Enzo Fernandez and Alvarez, they don't really, like on paper, they don't really have a very attractive team.
Yeah.
In my point of view. Yes, they're playing well as a squad now, but there's nothing like exciting about them. And I think the best I saw them play this tournament so far was actually against Poland.
Yeah.
Possession wise, playing a high block, trying to make things happen in that final third. But they got options. That's one thing. They got options.
Yeah.
So,
And
You know?
And that's what you want, yeah.
100%.
And
That's what you want.
And to think about, listen, they also got a goalkeeper who's a wild card. I think you need a goalkeeper that's big,
Yes.
that big personality. And just carrying on the theme of them playing themselves into a tournament, they're playing Australia, who will be like thanking God they got out of their group. I don't think I've seen a worse Australian team collected, and that's not to knock anything.
No,
If you're going from 2006, you had guys, Harry Kuehl,
Duca.
Mark
Tim
Viduka,
Cahill.
Tim
Tim
Cahill.
They were stacked, yeah.
Now suddenly
Mark Schwarzer. Like,
Yes.
you got your boy from St. Pauli. Where's his sticker over there? Irving.
my G.
And the majority of guys are playing in the Australian league. You know what I mean? So listen, it's great. Australian sportsmen, highly athletic. But again, I think it's
Probably
just
might be the best sporting country in the world.
I used to be good at rugby at one time, I believe.
Yeah.
But if you kind of get into it, is that it's just another game where Argentina is just gonna tick over, play in,
100%.
build up.
Do you know if I was Scaloni, I'd tell the team, do what you did against Poland.
Yeah.
It will come. Like if you play like that, because you can see against Saudi Arabia, the expectation was getting to them, and they also took Saudi Arabia for granted. They took it lightly.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm going to take this 3-0.
They actually had a very good World Cup. Saudi Arabia.
yeah.
I was
Listen,
very, very impressed.
We love Hervé Renard, right, on the show. We love that guy.
Did you see his speech against
Oh man, that dude
that speech that he gave to the guys against like Argentina?
in the halftime team talk.
Ridiculous.
No,
Really?
but his translator was even better. So he's giving he's giving the team talk in French, and his translator's translating it, but kind of like matching the beats word for word
really?
to give to the team. But really good, Hervé Renard. I'm so glad he had that moment, because I think those of us who watch African football know
Yes.
like his
What he did, yeah.
I mean, what he's
100%.
done,
100%.
and to see it
He
on the
took
world
Zambia,
stage
dude.
and translate.
Yeah.
And listen, that dude. He takes the big paychecks.
Yeah.
He takes the big paychecks. Right, so that's Argentina, Australia.
4-0.
But here's the thing, right? I think
Messi hat-trick. 4-0.
Argentina did take Saudi Arabia for granted, and Saudi Arabia beat them up. It was
Yeah.
very physical.
It was, yeah.
Australia's going to do the same because they can't do anything else. What if you start sucking these guys like De Paul, like our boy at Manchester United, Martinez? What if you start sucking them into a street fight and they forget about football?
Flip.
Because Australia are going to fight them.
Yeah.
That's all they got.
Yeah,
they got to beat them up.
outplay them. Yeah, they're not going to outplay them. They have to. You're right, because they have to take Argentina to an ugly place, a place where they do. No,
That's all they can do.
No.
Yeah,
But the South Americans are king of doing that.
Yeah.
So like, how's
those
that
guys
going to
will
work
wind
out?
you up, eh?
Hey man,
Let's just talk
all
quickly
wind
on that. Let's just talk quickly about Uruguay yesterday. Do you see Cavani knocking over the VAR TV?
no, I actually didn't.
Do you know what my favorite part of that game was? Watching Suarez cry. Bastard.
So
Did you
I
see
mean,
what he came out and said?
I'm a United fan, so like.
But did you see he came out and said, he's like, it's not my fault. People mustn't hate me for what happened in 2010 against Ghana because it wasn't my fault. He still missed the penalty. I didn't make him miss the penalty.
Yeah.
that's my point as well. It's been this narrative of going, oh, the revenge. What revenge? He got sent off. You got a penalty. You missed the penalty.
He didn't play the next game. They got knocked out.
You blew up the shootout. How's it revenge?
But I mean, like, any one of us for our country would have done the same thing, right?
100%.
So like he is a bit of a, if I can say this, a doist.
Yes.
But
say what you want.
I played for you played for Liverpool, so like.
yeah, exactly. He's an instant doist.
Yeah.
But look, yeah, no, he was a great player.
He was a great player.
Yeah,
But,
no, take nothing away from his
farewell, my
footballing.
friend. Farewell.
You didn't bite anybody this time.
He didn't. No, he
Can you
didn't.
believe it? Shit.
Goodbye to Suarez. Listen, not only would I do that for my country, if I go play five-a-side this afternoon, I'm doing that.
what?
If I'm
no scum.
You have done a lot worse.
No scum even.
So, jeez, I got distracted. I was just thinking of my glory days.
Your greatest hits.
There are a few of those. Listen, a team that I don't know if they're good or not, Netherlands. They got the walk me Qatar group. So I think FIFA fixed it to give Qatar the easiest group, and Netherlands benefited from that. Since it's basically a who's who of Ten Hag's gonna buy, who Ten Hag wants to buy from the Eredivisie. Every time Frankie de Jong passes to Gakpo, it's like, you see what Ten Hag wants. This is the how are you talking about, right? I don't know if they're good.
So are they on the fraud list?
They're definitely on fraud watch.
Yeah,
I
I'm fraud.
agree. I
No,
agree.
bro, if you're going into a tournament and your star man is Memphis Depay,
Well, he's not.
No,
Though,
he's
'cause-
not. It's Frankie de Jong.
but they were
And
saying like
Gakpo.
the noises
And
around.
Gakpo, yeah.
But
Yeah,
Gakpo's
Gakpo.
doing the business.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, but I
he's going to be a new wallpaper. We spoke about this.
No, not mine. I'm not like you, bro. I actually watch football.
Okay, so because here's the thing with Netherlands, right? They got a gimme group. Okay, Ecuador had one good.
But you can only beat
Ecuador
what's in
had
front of you, bro.
Yeah, that's
one
so
good
true.
half. I want to see,
And
and
put themselves in that group.
maybe USA do it, but I want to see a team have a go at a second string goalkeeper from the Eredivisie. Danny Blint, or is he Daily Blint?
Daily.
Daily Blint. Okay.
Danny's his dad.
Well, he's starting to look as old as
As
his
his
dad.
dad,
I was
Yeah.
about to say he's also a veteran. That
And let's be honest, Liverpool fans, and we don't
Van
have
Dijk is finished.
Van Dijk is finished.
Oh, guys, Van Dijk had literally like a 1 year glow up.
He did.
He had a
He
1
did.
year glow up.
And
but
then
then
he did his
also-
ACL, and then everybody figured him out. They're like, oh, okay.
Bro, but like people were like putting the Stoke in the same conversation as Maldini and Nesta
yeah, I was
and,
like,
and Vidic and Terry and come on, man. Anyway,
Dude,
that's
it's,
the-
Honestly.
it's,
Sorry, I
it's
just
1
said- I
year
had to
versus
say that.
7 or 8 versus a decade.
They're like, he's a
Exactly,
better Ferdinand.
bro.
I was like, he's a better Ferdinand. I was like, you
Bro.
shut the hell up, bro.
brother. Thiago Silva, at 38 years old now,
Yeah.
He's lighting it up.
better.
Then-
He's lighting it up, but he's better than Virgil van Dijk's prime.
Yeah.
How are we having this conversation?
Well, because Liverpool fans want to have the conversation.
Oh,
because,
gosh.
I mean, we support teams that had Carvalho and Terry and Vidic and Ferdinand. Like the arguments to
I
go.
agree. That was like the two best centre back pairing in the Premier League.
It goes like, I see both sides because Carvalho was like, he was phenomenal, right?
Even for Portugal, wow.
So,
Yeah.
and you look, you go, and you want to put Van Dijk in that conversation?
No, dogs.
And it's not that after
how
one
many league
season,
titles?
to Donato's point.
Exactly.
But how many league titles?
Well, okay, there you go. as well.
100%, bro. 100%.
1 league titles.
But
City was playing. I was like, well, that's supposed to win a league. You have to beat
Put your
everybody.
Premier League tables, medals on the table, bro. Then we can talk, bro.
Then we can talk.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Okay, so then that's my point with
Oh, so
Netherlands,
like,
right?
we got 97 points. I was like, but did you win the league?
Exactly.
Yeah, but if it wasn't for City, I was like, I did.
Bro, you know what? Don't come and talk to me about injuries, brother. Like, your manager's there. You have to, it's not like your first 11 that wins you titles. It's
Yeah,
not. It's your
yeah.
squad, bro. It's
Yeah.
your squad. It's your manager.
Is it right?
It's everything. So,
Right.
like, yeah, I mean, they get like one injury to like at the time, like Thiago got injured, he wasn't even a starter. And all my Liverpool friends are like, "Oh, yeah, no, but like Thiago's not starting. We've got so many injuries." I'm like, "But dude, Keita and Thiago at that point in time weren't even starters."
Dude, who did we have to play at centre back because United was broken? Didn't Darren Fletcher have to play like centre back?
You know, there's
Yeah,
a
just
rule
remember him.
in
Wow.
football content, right? Upset Liverpool fans if you want views, clicks, listens, and this is going in the promo, right? So I'd like to see, to that point, I'd like to see USA,
The only
Timothy Weah, Christian Pulisic with his pop balls.
Yes,
That
man.
boy got kicked in the balls. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got
But-
smashed.
But the only I'll give Holland this. Denzel Dumfries, he's good.
He's legit, yeah.
He's
Yeah,
good.
it's not bad, yeah.
But he'd have to keep Pulisic on. But it's America. The only thing that's working for them is that Pulisic and Dest play on the same side.
I was actually just about to say. So like if Pulisic is available, cool.
Yes.
I think he will be.
Okay, let's bring in the Chelsea boys, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
man.
Pulisic, you're Captain America. Donato and Ryan, both Blues. That's why we made them sit on that side of the studio.
He's super underrated. Like I know everyone
They
says,
call him Captain America. How can he be underrated?
I'm saying at Chelsea, because I know a lot of people are like, oh no, he's just
Okay, like Mason Mount, what does he do? Pulisic and Mount. I don't know what the two of them do.
Listen here, guys. How did we go from World Cup to disrespecting the Chelsea?
Yeah,
Well,
no.
because after this, so we're talking about Pulisic and we're going to talk about England
hold
next.
on. Your team's up for sale. Your team's in shambles.
No, I'm
Let's-
connecting them
let's-
with World Club players. I'm just going. I don't
This
know
isn't
what
about us, bro.
Pulisic.
We know we're a bigger club. Like
No, okay.
Not at the moment.
So argue the point. I mean, you saw I turned Senzo against Lewandowski, and I hate him. He obviously thinks he's a fraud.
no.
So convince
I'm
me
not-
about Pulisic.
Yeah, sell me.
You see?
Yeah, so look, from my perspective, Pulisic, I wasn't really, like, when we first signed him, he was signed kind of out of the blue to replace Hazard before
Yeah.
Hazard even left,
Yeah.
which kind of already, had me on strings. But when he came under Lampard and, like, that COVID sort of 19 restart, man, the boy was unplayable. I loved him. I was like, I'm buying a Pulisic shirt, everything. And then he just lost his feet. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, he doesn't do himself any favors. But one thing I will say is that Tuchel, as well as Potter now, they haven't actually played him in the right position. They're playing him as a wing back. The guy's not a wing back, man. He's a left winger. Play the boy in his natural position.
Yeah.
And when he does, and also you can't play him like, okay, the boy doesn't start for like 2 months, and then you play him like one game against like Nottingham Forest or whatever
And
it
then
is.
bench him again.
You know what I mean? In the left wing position, he does nothing, and then, okay, cool, I'm going to play Mason Mount on the wing. Mount is a number 8.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Yes.
Give the boy like a couple of games, a couple of runs to gain a little bit of momentum in his natural position, and he'll make magic happen.
So
Because if you look at it now, look how he's been performing for the
America.
USA.
He plays outstanding technical football. Have you seen his footwork?
So are you telling your man Harry Potter while he's sitting in London, probably in some Savile rotator now? Because listen, Potter went from looking like a beach bum to now that boy is suited,
Frico
booted.
Suave.
Chelsea money.
He's got one of Ziyech's Moroccan cousins to come give him the
line
play.
him- to line
Like
him up,
he's
eh?
lined him up.
My friend, how many inches?
That's Senzo. You can at him. Okay, not me. Don't complain to me. So you're saying Potter needs to be watch on Pulisic, see how he's being played by our American coach with the limited edition Jordans. Fours, bro. They're not even out yet.
Fours.
They're not even out yet.
Fours.
And so take a lesson from Berhalter.
yeah. No,
Okay, that's it. All right. Thank you,
I-
Ryan.
No, I think so because I heard rumors last week that he's been offered he's got like 3 offers on his way.
Take them.
When he, yeah.
I take them.
And he will.
But he's sure. I mean, have you seen the US play? The US went from, in my book, I was like, there's no way the US is even going to get anywhere near like World Cup status, like that good. But when I watched the opening game, I was like, wow, actually, these guys have got a lot of fight.
America have played in every World Cup.
No,
we've
I
seen.
know, but I'm saying I don't rate America firsthand.
They're well
In
coached.
football.
No, they're well coached. That's if you watch American sides, they've always been well coached.
So
it's not like
This-
they just know the technique. They just know. Okay, this is how I'm. Like it's just textbook. It's very textbook.
This US team is quite interesting because I think this is what you're always going to have from Americans is They're good athletes.
Yes.
Especially football players, because they're, the way football works in America, or soccer works
soccer.
there, is it's paid to play. So you're not going to get kids without money are tend to move to baseball, basketball, and football, where soccer you've got to play.
It's kind of elitist.
So the guys are well coached, they're well looked after, they're very bright. You see the way the guys talk. And with a lot of them being in Europe, you can see that European mentality to how to manage a game.
Yes.
But this team is for their World Cup. So they'll host the next one. This team is to have a good run, probably ends now.
Yeah.
But to go, that's a lot of experience, a lot of guys around about the same age to go make a deep run in their World Cup
home
in
and
4 years. Yeah. So that is kind of segueing in. Okay, so listen, Potter, there's some advice for you from the Chelsea fans on how to play Pulisic. What are we doing with Mason Mount? Because I'm not convinced.
Mount's leaving.
No, he's leaving.
Nah, Mount won't leave.
No,
He's the poster boy for Chelsea. Like,
You have to give him 4, eh?
bro, if you look at the admin there, like, literally, they love that guy.
He's
And-
Mr.
and-
Chelsea.
he's academy.
He's academy, and like,
But do you understand what he's going to do now?
what?
He says I want 450.
He's
a
already
week.
denied an offer. They
Yeah,
offered him
he's-
200K.
Yeah.
He's going to ask for 4.
Yeah, just
He's
under
go-
200K.
He's
yeah.
going to ask for 4.
Well, if you look at it,
He's
like,
the franchise
He
player.
wanted 300.
he's
I think.
asking for more than Reece James. And like, for me, Reece James
Is Chelsea.
He's Chelsea, but he's generational.
Yeah,
Sorry, he
yeah.
is generational.
He's
like,
he's the best right back in England, easily.
100%.
Easily.
Easily.
He's brilliant going forward. He's brilliant
brilliant going-
defensively. You can play him in the center of the park. He's done it a couple of times. He's amazing.
Do you know what it's like? It's like in basketball, you're a two-way player.
Yeah.
So you can do both ends like equally well. So that's what, and it's ridiculous. He slots in with the attack and like in defending, like you can see that Chelsea,
You're
on,
100%.
they're
So
they're
when-
not as shaky.
But going back to what Paul was saying with Mount, I mean, look, we can have our opinions. I mean, I don't hate him. I actually really like him.
I also do.
I wouldn't say he's our best player. Like, I must say, like, Chelsea fans and like the admin and whatever, like, do overhype him. But there is a reason that 3 managers have come in and he's starting every single game.
Yeah.
He starts every single game for England, bar the last game. So you made a comment earlier saying about he's a manager's player.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what Mount is. Mount, if you put him as a number 6, number 8, number 10 on the wing, he's going to do the job that you asked him to do.
Yeah, he's solid 8.
And he's always energetic. He's always fighting to get the ball back.
Yes,
And
he
I
makes
think
things
that's what it
happen.
is.
And he makes things happen. I've seen like
100%.
with Mount, like, yeah, as you said, there might be more talented players and stuff, but like Mount, you can see, okay, this guy, there's something about, because
He has fun when he plays football.
No, he does have
brings
fun.
a little bit of
he does
like a whimsical.
He does have fun, but my point is that Kai Havertz is another like he's better than Mount.
Brother.
Like, yeah, he plays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
he's
in a-
better.
he's a different league.
He's,
I love
he's a
Havertz.
different league, but he's unreliable from the perspective for
no,
Chelsea.
again, just not a solid position that he's playing
Thank you.
striker.
Thank you.
And
He's
I'm
not
like,
a striker.
He's not a striker.
He's a 10.
He's a 10. Or
He's a 10.
Or in modern football terms, second striker.
Striker, yeah.
But Mount has kind of screwed up his positional play, right? Which is why I also get a little bit frustrated.
Yeah.
But like also, yeah, man, Mount. What can we say?
No, Mount's Mr. England. I've said like
No, he is. But
He's
if Reece James was in this World Cup, he would have been Mr. England. I'm telling
So-
you.
Yeah, definitely.
So one thing I do notice is that how and we know the story about Mason Mount and Declan Rice, that their best friends came through the academy together. Donato it's listen, it's super over-egged. Like it is. But you do see there's the connection between the two of them when they do play together. England are really spoiled for choice, right?
yeah, they stacked.
Right, because if
England
you
are stacked
if you
big
even
time.
consider like one of the best players of the Euro, Phillips, is now being replaced by Bellingham, who is just absolutely
But Phillips
running
also
the
only
show.
played 1 game for City this season.
Okay, well that's a
know.
stupid move, right? I mean,
yeah, I don't know why.
that's
I also wouldn't have gone to City if I was him.
no, we see it every now and again with the player from kind of like the second
Leeds, yeah.
Citizens move to the Citizens and then just completely kill their career, but you know they never have to play a game in their life. England are stacked right through, right?
Yeah.
So you guys are talking. I mean, we even Reece James isn't even there, and we're not even noticing it. You know, has Trent been playing? I haven't even noticed him.
I think he's been coming on as like
Yeah,
a sub.
he has been coming on as a sub.
Yeah.
Foden
also,
getting
what's the-
dropped. Kane's not. What's going on with England?
Oaks.
Didn't Foden play in the last game?
Yes, and
did,
did you
yeah.
see what
And
he
he was
did?
brilliant.
Do you
But
see
I
what
don't
he
know
did?
why they've been holding him back for so long.
But have you seen Southgate? Southgate knows
It's
nothing.
Southgate.
He knows absolutely bug all.
Southgate
He's so
knows
cocky.
nothing.
He's so cocky.
I'm also just like, this guy is an average manager. It's just that he's got talent at his disposal.
They're saying Tuchel's zoning in for that job.
I believe so, yeah.
Listen, if Southgate's not going to make a semi.
Yeah, but I'm saying Tuchel's going to come for that job, and he'll get it.
Because he loves England.
He loves
and
England.
he's so good in once-off matches, right?
Yeah,
You look at what
yeah.
he did for the Champions League, man. Oh, man.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
It kind of felt that like that was the perfect environment for him because that kind of long slog of the league, he is actually better for those quick hits and maybe a good tournament manager. And the thing about an England manager is earlier in the year we were laughing about Todd Bowley wanting to have an all-star game.
Oh, gosh.
You look at that England team, you go, wow, that would be the Premier League all-star team.
Yeah.
Southgate has it. Okay, yes, we know they open up and you know with a thrashing in their first game, but they've kind of reverted back to type. He's so scared. You just want to go, dude.
Southgate, yeah, he looks
Let them loose.
Let that team off
Go, bro.
You'll concede goals,
Go.
but you'll score just even more.
Bro, if I had Saka, I'd like Bellingham. I'd like this thing of him. Like, I'm sorry, I wouldn't play Declan Rice. If I'm Southgate,
I agree.
I wouldn't play Declan Rice.
I agree.
I play Bellingham in Declan Rice's position because you know Bellingham can switch something on, and then you say Foden go on, Saka go on, Rashford go on, Sterling go on.
Because
Kane,
Foden's
go
got that
front.
confidence. Did you see him? Foden's got confidence.
Guys, Foden is a baller.
He's unreal.
He is a baller.
Sorry, unpopular opinion. A little bit overrated.
You think so?
Little bit
I think he's a
I'll
baller.
think so.
Like, good player.
Jack Grealish.
technically.
Jack Grealish.
Jack
I wouldn't
Grealish.
have taken him to the World Cup.
No, man. What is he there for, bro? What is he there
He's
for?
there for vibes.
He's there for
Yeah,
vibes,
come
man.
on,
He's just
man.
there
I'd
for
have taken
vibes.
him.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, what has he done?
I'd have taken Ivan Toney.
Also, I just
Bro,
want
how bad was that? That Tony even got like.
Yeah,
well,
but
no, man.
but
He's got caca around him, yeah.
he's under investigation for betting on
I know.
his games.
But
Ryan,
I would have taken Ivan
you see what
Toney.
happens when you gamble, Ryan?
I'm not in the games here.
But how many times has the FA covered up for players like for shit like that?
huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
So
I also just want to give a quick shout out to Rashford, who's playing like a total A+ player on the field these days.
Hey, listen, I just
He's still not a dog though.
listen, he's not a dog. Listen, I don't want to be the guy that points it out, but every United player is having a fantastic World Cup.
Yes.
It's just-
imagine all of those guys actually played in the
Like-
same team.
Honestly, bro.
Imagine they all played in the same team.
Yeah, bro.
Like what you could achieve.
Yeah, honestly,
Exactly.
But Ronaldo's the problem, eh?
Well, now we're going to win everything because he's gone, you know? He's
exactly,
been holding
yeah,
us back.
man.
Now, you know, we got rid of him. Now we're going to win everything.
But the thing is,
And the Glazers are going.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So
allegedly.
you guys
oh,
are
allegedly. You know the Glazers can say, dog, we're not selling.
So,
man.
so you
Yeah,
guys are
man.
sorted then. You
Listen
guys
here.
should be top table.
Ryan, I don't want to be a dick here, right? But the Glazers are selling United like you're fitting in Senzo's jeans. Like honest to God, that's not happening. Okay, let's not believe bullshit. They want to stay relevant. They want to
Yeah.
get everyone excited. They're not selling anything.
I also don't believe it.
Yeah, they're
But,
not selling
what
anything.
was-
Okay, so that's England against Senegal.
But what? Guys, Luke Shaw
Senegal
only
getting
plays well, like when he's under serious pressure.
Man, listen,
I don't rate Luke Shaw.
Oh, so I don't.
No, I rate him.
bro.
But you ask, listen, when his place is under threat, he plays well. He sees people
He's
off.
from Roberto Carlos.
Wait, Paolo. Okay, so
Roberto.
Senegal and England. Give me a result.
You know what?
4-0 England.
Drilled, right?
Yes, if only Senegal
Had
had yes, a world class striker. Because
Mane.
they've kind of got a little bit of everything else. Donato Koulibaly, talking to him about both Chelsea and Senegal, not really come in. He's come to the Premier League too late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 2 seasons too late.
I don't know, man. Like
Not
a
a
lot of
bad
people are
player.
saying that. I think he actually started really well. People have short-term memory. He started really, really well at Chelsea.
Yeah.
Because he scored a cracker.
He scored a cracker.
And he's also
he
a
was
strong
playing-
defender.
He's a strong defender. He's
He's
not used to
bulldozer.
playing in that sort of system, and he's adapted well. A
Uh,
couple of injuries here and there. He did go through a little bit of a dip. I think it was just before.
Injuries.
It was just before Tuchel got sacked,
Do you
and
know what I
maybe
think it
just
is,
after
though?
that.
I think it's if you watch Serie A, the pace of it, like the pace in Serie A is not that, like, okay, defenders work in Serie A, but
Yeah.
like the pace of it. The English game, it's quick. it's quick and it's like physical as well. That's why people.
Look, you got to adapt. So look,
Yeah.
I think Ryan, you ask. I think England are going to thump Senegal. I think they've kind of got. I want to see Cisse, their manager, get offered a big job. I think he's done. You know, you came in
with kids and
you took that squad through. You developed them African champions. You've gone to the World Cup. You've done really well.
Yeah,
in the World Cup, and you've done what you can with this team. And I'd really like to see him. He's obviously got something to him. I'd like to see him get a nice European job. Let's go to a team who I think threw their match to get an easier draw with Spain.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I think they.
I also think they.
You think so?
I also think they even that Japanese goal contentious. I'm probably like no. They were probably like
because look, their options were going to be Croatia or Morocco. Okay, so it wasn't really much of a muchness. But I think Croatia is going to be a harder game. It's going to take more out of you. So Spain playing Morocco is taking you through 120 minutes.
And there's no
at this World Cup, like 180 minutes, right?
Yeah.
It's taking you right through. But I call fraud watch on them because I think they threw the game.
You think so?
And the old Spain that we see so many times. Donato, did you watch the Nations? You obviously would have against Spain, right?
Yes.
Portugal again doing our usual shit. We try to play for a result and end up losing the game. But Spain showed their worst Spain in that it was just passing and passing and passing.
100%.
But if Spain was still playing Japan, they wouldn't have scored.
Yes. Remember,
they've got into that. They get into themselves about how well they pass.
But that's what that's what we were saying. We're saying like, okay, people got excited about the Costa Rica result. I said, guys, Costa Rica were also garbage in that game.
Yeah, they were cucked. They were cucked.
I was like, guys, this is nothing to write home about. I was
exactly.
like, guys, Costa Rica were garbage in that game. And we said, Paolo, like that Spain, they're obsessed with, they over-elaborate. Sometimes there's no need. There's no need.
But there's also no strikers. So I think when Morata's in, suddenly they have, we've always used it saying, I heard it on a podcast ages ago, and I think it was about when Cavani was playing at United. When Morata's on the TV, on the team, it's like suddenly putting a TV in your room. You know where to point all the furniture. You know, up until then, you don't know where to point the furniture. You know,
that's a great analogy. Yeah.
And
he gives them a bit of an outlet.
Direction.
They don't know where to go.
Direction.
They don't know where to go. Listen, they're phenomenal. And I mean, it's kind of like Xavi and Iniesta have respawned into Gavi and Pedri. It's wild. Danny Almo's good. Ferran Torres is good. But again,
thing is,
you've got to score the goals.
I'm going to sound contentious in this. I think Ferran Torres obsessed the balance of their team.
I was about to say, like, I don't know about Ferran Torres. I don't rate him. I don't think he should be playing. No, I don't think so.
I think he's good, but I think he just obsessed the balance because we know what Danny Olmo does on the wing. We know what Pedro and Gavi do. And then he's just there. Like,
I'd rather play Williams.
Yeah, because you know what you're getting.
Williams on that side.
Yeah, because you know what you're
getting. He's a little bit different.
Because you know what you're getting.
He's more direct as well, which kind of suits the player as well.
Yeah. So look, I think Spain are going to beat Morocco easily.
Yeah, they're going to beat the brakes off.
But you know what? I think the thing is when you... So, look, it's kind of gone through every team, and we'll get into it like just as we wrap up the quarterfinals, Portugal, Switzerland, is that when you... Winning's a habit, losing's a habit. So I think like all these teams are so interesting because everybody's now lost or dropped off from where they were. How do you turn it back on? And I understand you change teams and you play the result, blah, 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 I get it. But in tournaments where you don't have time to actually make a mistake, to turn it back on, like Portugal losing in South Korea, fine. But shit, we lost. And winning is a habit. For Spain, they lost. And win.
You're right. You have to start back up again.
Because Spain have only won one game in this World Cup.
Yeah.
They've only won one game.
Oh, true.
You know?
It's true.
So, and it's gone win, draw, loss. How do you turn it back on? You know, so that's a very interesting dynamic. It's the same thing with Portugal. It's like, okay, we lost, we changed the team. How do we get the rhythm back in?
No.
But do you know what it is now? Now there's no time to tinker with the team now because now you have one bad half of football, you're going home.
Yeah, exactly.
And every team has.
You have one bad half of football, you have a bad 15 minutes. Cheers, it might be the difference between you booking your tickets now or on the 19th
100%.
of December. So like,
and this World Cup has been fascinating because I don't think one team has played well for 90 minutes, other than maybe Spain in that Costa Rica game. But no,
Argentina against Poland
for the whole. Did I say 90 seconds? The whole game, 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Played. Okay, so
I'll give it to them.
Listen, here are our quarterfinal, our round of 16. Netherlands, USA, Argentina, Australia. I want to ask you, what's the game to watch? Each one of you. Netherlands, USA, Argentina, Australia, England, Senegal, France, Poland, Japan, Croatia, Brazil, South Korea, Portugal, Switzerland, Morocco, Spain. Of course, we're going to watch all of them. But which is the one that's going to give us the biggest story, Senzo?
I think America are going to do something.
I think so too.
Okay, so that's you two.
I think America are going to do something against Holland.
Donato, which is the game to keep an eye on there?
Sure. I don't disagree with that. But I don't know. I've just got a feeling that Senegal's brewing something up there. Honestly, it's an unpopular opinion. I know you guys said they're going to get thumped. But I don't think so.
Hey, I'd love to see it. Listen, I love seeing England cry.
No, there's no... Oh, you also backed England, so you're out. Senegal's going to sort you out today.
No ways. It's coming home this year, bro.
It's been coming home since 66.
Yeah, man,
right.
Exactly.
Even when it,
every tournament is the same thing, man.
Ryan, even when it was coming home, it left. Italy took it back with them.
They said it's going Rome.
Yeah.
It's going Rome. It's going to...
Okay, I just want to finish this off because I took great glee in you mentioned the term golden generation earlier. It made me so happy to see Belgium's golden generation just
stink the place up.
I mean,
bad.
How rubbish is Lukaku? Your striker.
Yes.
yeah, they're going to defend.
No, not at all. I don't think we should have signed him. But if you look at what he did, yes, strikers are supposed to put those chances away. Strikers win you games, goals win you games, right? However, as a striker, it's natural to miss.
Yeah,
right?
sure.
You're going to miss 4 and score 1. That's just part and parcel of what it is. If you look at what he gave Belgium in that game in 20 minutes and in that last game that they played, he gave them more than what anybody else up front gave them for the whole tournament.
Because it was chance after chance after chance after chance after chance.
Yeah, listen,
For me, guys, I don't know. I'm
not
out.
his fan, but I agree with Donato on that.
Batshuayi sucks. I'm like, he sucks.
Yeah, but Batshuayi's a freelance footballer.
But for Belgium, he's not too bad.
No, he's rubbish. He sucks. Like I'm sold. Like
that's right. Doesn't get playtime.
Does he still belong to you guys?
I think so.
He's on loan. He's on loan at some Turkish side.
Oh God, he gets loaned everywhere. It's
Transport or something stupid.
Yeah. So he's not. Yeah, I mean for Belgium, he's not bad. He always gives you a little bit of hope. But like, dude, the guy scores in like their warm-up matches and then qualifiers, whatever. Like Oak was banging in like braces left, right, and center, and then he comes to the World Cup, scores their opening goal, and then
play Carrasco 9.
Oh, dude,
is that some club called? I don't know how you pronounce that.
Besiktas.
So
playing with Quaresma. Oh no, not anymore.
Quaresma is still looking for a club. Actually, maybe when Ronaldo goes and buys the Saudi Arabian club, he'll bring Quaresma with him.
Bring back the good vibes.
Why not? Why not? So, what I just want to finish off on is the Belgian team and bury them. But there was something very weird about this team coming in. It didn't seem like they wanted to be there. They were complaining about each other from day one.
Yes.
They just didn't look right. De Bruyne did not look like the play is. Something went wrong there.
Hazard neither.
Martinez has stepped down.
He was going to get sacked.
But apparently that was a decision he took up before.
I think he's always going to go.
Yeah, but they're going to fire him.
Regardless of whether he finished in the final, whether they got knocked out group stages, I think he was.
I think there's a few. I think Fernando Santos is as well. Well, who knows? That man is.
Let's talk
He
about
never
that.
goes. He never goes.
Don't overstay your welcome. Do you know he's good at that? Zidane has got that down to a T. Don't overstay your welcome. Joaquin Low. What do we remember him for now? Putting his hands down his pants all the bloody time.
Smelling.
Yeah, smelling, exactly. You don't remember that guy won a World Cup.
Well, look, Gareth.
That's true.
Exactly. Well, Gareth Southgate and Deschamps are on that borderline because both of them.
Yeah.
I mean, Deschamps is going and Zidane's waiting to step in. And Gareth Southgate, whatever happens, I think he's got to go.
He's out.
He's got to go. He's had his chance. All right, so listen, we're gonna wrap it up. Those are the quarterfinals. Donato, thank you so much for joining us. Anytime you want to come in, you're so welcome.
Thank you very much for having me. This is my first podcast. So
Awesome.
It was very cool to feature. Thanks, guys.
Anyway, anything you want to promote? Any gigs coming up? Where we can find what you're doing?
Yeah, so next week I'll just be at Greenhouse and a couple of other places like the Roof of Bryanston.
Nice.
But yeah, just
Big time, man.
What's your handles there? Where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at don.vito_official.
Yes! Man, I'm for you. That's the best Instagram name ever. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. So, I mean, I promise you guys, it's not all just music related. Like, my first love is definitely football. So, there's a little bit of everything there.
When we pick up and we're talking shit about Chelsea again, and when we have our Portugal celebratory World Cup episode, we'll have you back on.
After you guys have taken a 100K hit and they must bring back golden goal. I'd love to see Portugal cheers.
Oh,
wait,
Ryan's taking that 100K hit.
So which Portugal restaurant are we going to?
Nando's.
Should this happen?
Nando's,
All right.
dickhead.
Forza.